I'm ERROL INCE. Whenever I'm in New York, I always watch CultureShare on channel 44. And I would like to say that to the producers and the people that are part of the show to continue with the good works and keep it up.
You left Trinidad, went to Britain, and went in the military, played in the military band.
That's right. In 1964. In 1961, I joined the 1st Battalion Royal Fusiliers to further my musical career. I was not a soldier. I think I may be the first soldier to join the British Army and went straight into the band as a musician without doing it, because basically you are a soldier first and then a bandsman. But I was strictly a bandsman, practicing 17, 18 hours a day.
And then you left England, went back to Trinidad in 1964?
1964, spent a couple of years, and then went back to England and never returned until 1978. While I was there, I made a couple of albums. I took part in a brass-rama competition where we started the band in one day in the morning and won the brass-rama competition and so on, and that's it.
You have arranged from captain to cook in the calypso business. Yeah. Now, and also you did musical scores.
Yeah. Well, Starling is the first person that I ever arranged for in calypso. The Starling, and then Sparrow, and I wrote a lot of the songs like Soca Man. I brought Tambo into calypso. We used to sing calypso with the police band, but never actually recorded calypso. I was the first person that composed the songs that he sang for his debut in calypso. I arranged for Natasha. I wrote 3 albums for her, songs and arranged, produced, and everything. And I like the business, and I try to contribute as much as I can.
If you hear about a calypsonian which you have never worked with, and that opportunity comes for you to do something for that calypsonian, where do you start?
First, I would like to hear the voice. So, because when you hear the voice, you'd know exactly what to do to enhance the voice. That's the first thing I would look for. And to see if that he is mature or in going on stage and not be scared or anything like that. So those are the little things that I would look for.
How different is it arranging for Stalin as opposed to Sparrow?
It's too different. With Starling now, I know every dance step that he moves. So when I write especially for the way he will move and everything. Sparrow, it's different. I know all the dance steps that he does, but his music is a little different, and I try to, when I do an arrangement for Starling, it does not sound like Sparrow. In terms of the harmonical structure. So every time I do something, you will hear something harmonical structure differently. So you wouldn't be able to say, well, ERROL INCE did this, ERROL INCE did that. You would have to get the record to know who is the arranger.
And how can the calypsonian make your job easier?
Well, I suppose by having good material. Good material, I think that's about it, A lot of people say they are top arrangers. A top arranger is only as good as the material that he has to work with, And if you haven't got good material, you can put the best music down. What if the song isn't any good? That's a lot of work that's just wasted,
Young aspiring people to become musicians or arrangers, what words of wisdom you have for them?
They have to learn harmony, counterpoint. They have to also, to be an arranger, you have to be an improvisationalist, so that you can hear ideas and put them on paper. There are libraries that you can go into and you'll borrow scores like Mantovani, Bach, Beethoven, Duke Ellington, and study the way they structured their notations. That's the best way.
So that can help you in playing calypso also?
Yes. Well, calypso, my view is like I said, if you listen to Brazilian music, which is bossa nova, I always believe that if the jazz musician cannot get involved in a particular music, it will not go anywhere. Brazilian music, which is the samba, Dizzy Gillespie brought it to America, was the first person to bring it to America. Stan Getz took it and made it very popular, so you had different people doing it. We haven't got the same thing here. No, what I'm trying to do right now is I'm going to England to do an orchestral version, a jazz version of the calypso, like doing it like Miles Davis did Porgy and Bess. So that type of thing I'll be doing in calypso. You know, that's the way I feel that it will go, because once more musicians can play on it, then more singers will be exposed to it, and more people will be exposed to it. You know, that's the reggae. The Beatles sang reggae because, you know, Maynard Ferguson and a lot of jazz musicians also playing reggae. So once they get into our music, I think it will go a long way as well. You know.
Thank you very much, Errol. It was a pleasure chatting with you. One love.
Thank you very much.
All right.